So, Final Fantasy VII Remake, the demo. I digress. This was recorded on the day the demo was released, and today is the, 10th, 11th of July?
Now 11th of July.
Now 11th of July, because it is like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's like 3 in the morning.
But I went with the easy, went with just basic stuff, just to get the feel of the game, get the demo going.
Right.
So this is like super late, but I got my friend here, Dyson.
Dyson, yep.
A.K.A TheMachoMiracle. You got your friend here, Kibbs.
I've finished the remake of 7 at this point.
I've yet to play much.
You're still playing through your backlog of games.
Yeah.
Which I also need to do.
For some reason, I'm having the mental block of being able to play this until I get other ones done.
Right.
So I'm out spending money on games.
Which, for whatever reason, she looks different in the demo than she does in the game to me. Like, the scene looked different to me in the demo and the game. Yeah. It's literally the exact same scene.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it's the exact same one, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to replay this whole game when I start it over again.
Yeah, just start from the beginning again.
Yeah.
Yep, and I guess in the original it was Eris is what?
Eris? It was spelled with an S, and this one is spelled with a T. It's Aerith.
Yeah, TH at the end.
But that's not the first time that Squaresoft had their titles or names lost in translation.
Right.
For example, like Final Fantasy VI came out on Super Nintendo in America, but it came out as Final Fantasy III.
Yeah.
And Final Fantasy II came out in America, but it was technically, I believe, 4?
4 or 5.
4 or 5, one of the two. I think it was 4. I can't remember.
We just look up the heroes to them and, it was
Cecil the Dark Knight in Final Fantasy II, the American version,
the Dark Knight.
Yeah,
Who was that the hero?
He was the main protagonist, I guess you could say, the main person.
Is he the skinny one who doesn't even wear barely any armor?
No, I think that
was 5.
That was Bart's.
Bart's, yeah, that's 5.
That's
so
5.
yeah, 4 is 2.
It should be 4 then, yeah.
Yep.
Because 1 was a warrior light.
Yeah, and the other 3 warriors of the other things, warriors or whatever. Music's really good. Seeing the pre-rendered scenes are really good.
It's all beautifully done. It reminds me of the Adventures of the movie. They
changed the color of his outfit from the original. It's all black now, so purple and stuff.
Yeah, it's not the purple.
Yeah, but they did that for just like aesthetic stuff and things like that too, and like how his outfit changed after 7, and he has like that black cloak and stuff.
It's like the soldiers, they look like they just have like basic ass helmets with like weird like bills coming out the front. You know, and these guys have like lights in the front of it and sensors and shit.
Right.
And a chin strap.
Everyone was like, "What's the third light on the top for?" It's like, I don't know, light.
Sensor.
Add more light, something. I don't know. We're not wearing them. We don't know.
Maybe it scans your face for ID. And
they like gave these 3 more of a prevalence.
I've discovered Jessie's background for the beginning part of it about her dad and everything. I thought it was pretty neat.
Oh right, yeah, him being poisoned by Mako. And
I do like how his sword had the upgraded look to it.
And I do like how it shows the freaking materia on it. It's so awesome.
Yeah, I'm just getting the feel for it.
Everyone's gear shows it, like Tifa's gloves. It'll be on her gloves, and Barrett's on his gun. Well, yeah, everything about it's great.
Europe.
I'm trying to think of I'd say the most famous actor that voice acted in this is the guy who played Barrett.
Yeah.
Because he's been in way more stuff. I forget his name, but like if you saw him, you'd know who he was.
So I know Heidegger is voiced by.
Oh yeah. Okay, he's probably the most famous, but besides him, it'd be the guy who plays Barrett. Yeah.
Spoosh.
Yeah, Heidegger's played by.
And I do like how they let him level up after that, because in the original when you fought those two, you leveled up.
I like that they disappear into Mako, like they're returning to the planet. Everything that you defeat, I really like that.
I thought.
Like at first I was just like, oh, they're just disappearing like it's a video game, but then it's kind of actually explained later. It's like, oh yeah, they're returning to the planet. I was like, that's nice. They don't have to fucking bury anybody. That's awesome. Nice and easy cleanup.
ATB gauge. I'm really happy with what they did with the game.
Mm-hmm.
I would like for them to do more. I've heard tale about how 8 might get the remake.
Right.
I haven't seen that article again.
Yeah, when I first got here, we were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, I'd like 6 to get the remake treatment.
6, yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I do know on the Google Play Store you can download 6 for your phone, and it has a updated look to it.
Right.
But it's not that neat looking.
Right. And like, you got his braver right away in this. Just ready to go.
Don't fuck around.
There's a lot of people that are just like, this is so apparently this is what the combat in 15 was trying to be.
Yeah.
That they didn't have the combat like stuff figured out yet.
They had a good start with it, but it had its faults.
Yeah, and then it turned into this, and it's awesome. I really like the combat in the game. It makes it really fun.
It would be cool if they would release an update for 15 with this combat system stuff.
Yeah, the only thing that that'd be awesome. Then I might actually go back and fucking finish it.
I'm gonna go back and play it. I mean, after they released the first DLC and talked about how they're gonna release more DLC and add more to the story, I was like, well, fuck it. I'm gonna wait until all DLC is out.
The only thing about the ATB meter I don't like is that you can't just use magic whenever you want.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing. Like being able to use abilities, because with the
understandable
ATB,
abilities and shit.
Yeah, but I was like, yeah, I kind of wish I could just use magic whenever the fuck I want.
Right. You know.
Until I'm out of mana, of course. Like
limits.
Yeah.
Right. You already have the limit of mana.
Yeah. It's like at least let me do that. I beat the entire game without knowing that the like you're in operator mode right now, and then there's Punisher mode.
Yeah.
The Punisher mode, whenever you're blocking, it will counter attack a melee attack. Beat the game before I knew that.
Really? I think I realized it when I was actually playing the full game when it came out.
Because I knew operator mode it would like block damage and stuff. The Punisher mode it doesn't have damage.
It doesn't seem like that, right? Yeah, because it's more quick and slashy.
But it does to a melee attack, and you fucking counter too. And I was like, well, that would have made. I was like, well, now I know that hard mode is going to be a lot easier.
Hours ago.
Because I was in the
terrain.
Well, I'd almost beaten the game. It was literally like the fight before the final fight of this game when I did it, and I was like, that's definitely been a thing the entire time. Because it's just an operator mode. I didn't do an ability, nothing. I was like, motherfucker.
It's destroying.
But it made fights after that a lot easier.
Yeah, it does.
And it would have made a fight with a certain someone that you probably haven't fought yet way fucking easier that I'd fought before.
I fucking hate the fucking rats you gotta fight at the slums.
The what?
The rats you fight at the slums.
Oh, the doom rats.
They just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like the were rats.
The were rats, yeah.
Yeah.
Not the doom rats. The doom rats is all coming.
Yeah. Doom rats, there's 3 of them, and you fight them, and you're done. Were rats, yeah, they just fucking appear.
Poof. Ex-soldier.
And the thing about this demo, when I first played it, before the game came out, I was just like, man, Jesse is fucking thirsty.
Gosh.
And yeah.
Oh,
it's also about fucking thirsty as shit, too. And then I just thought Wedge was an idiot. But after playing the game, I'm like, oh, Wedge, I love Wedge.
Have you seen Breaking Bad?
I haven't watched all of it, but I've watched enough of it.
Jesse's buddy, the tall, goofy one. That's who voices Wedge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can't remember his name right now, but that tall, goofy one. Not because he had the tall, goofy guy, and he had that Mexican guy.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, that's awesome.
And yeah, playing this demo, I was like, man, Bear's a fucking asshole.
If you think about it, Cloud's more of an asshole, but
yeah,
he's like the come at me bro kind of asshole.
Yeah, he's like punk.
And Aries, oh my gosh, she's so sarcastic as fuck.
Oh, dude,
my gosh, she's so chatty.
I'm glad you at least did the church mission with her. You made it to at least that, because like the amount of teasing she does to him.
Oh my gosh, I know, right?
I was like, oh man, like Cloud's not ready for this.
Cloud's like, oh my god, what did I get myself into?
I was afraid he was about to just go like, please don't tease me. I'm gentle. Whenever I laughed really hard because I thought she was supposed to be like this super nice, sweet girl. Whenever the ladder breaks and she's like, "Shit," like it's just surprising to me. I'm like,
and Cloud says like, "That's not very holy of you."
Yeah.
It looks like the thumbnail screen.
Yeah. And you told me after the demo, after you played it, and like some of the game, you're like, I didn't realize that it was pronounced Mako. Back when the original Final Fantasy VII was out, yeah.
That's what it's pronounced.
And that's how most people said it, because I mean,
Mako.
You're just using your normal English learnings that you've learned, and it's like, well, that's an A, so it makes an A sound. Mako. Yeah. But it makes that sound too. But
K-O,
if it was M-A-H-K-O, then I would have made that sound first,
See, now that I see that, I feel like I'm a fucking idiot. M-A-H.
Yeah, Mako. But yeah, and because I never played Final Fantasy VII before, I played the demo before the remake, obviously, so my first introduction to it was Mako. I was like, okay. Yeah, that's how it's said.
You got it squared away.
I never said it wrong.
I'm perfect.
But no, the demo made me like I tried the demo. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it right away. And I played the demo and I was like, it was literally like a day or two later. I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm pre-ordering it. And I had it pre-downloaded before.
I am not gonna pre-order games. I don't like that.
I only pre-order games that I know I like.
Not even that. I'll wait. I'll go to the store.
To get them to pre-download, so they're downloaded right at midnight, so I can play them right away. And again, they have to be ones I know I like. Like this new Assassin's Creed, Colton asked me if I was gonna pre-order, and I was like, probably not.
See, I'd rather buy like the base game, and if I really enjoy the game, which I knew I would with this one.
Right.
But if I really enjoyed it, then I would do the upgrades for it and everything. Which I still haven't for this one, honestly. But I did get the rest of the DLCs for Horizon Zero Dawn, which will be a game I'll be playing on my free time here soon.
Yeah. Did you like how they did summons in this one?
Yeah.
Just like a once like hard battle.
Right, basically.
No, you can't even do them. They're normal battles. It's just
I kind of wondered
mini
if
boss
there was
and boss battles.
Yeah, I wonder if in the future there'd be like mini hard battles.
I wonder if like in the second one, because there's going to be more open world, if they'll change the summons a little bit to just be able to summon in a battle.
It's just open free world attack the way it is in Midgar. So you might be able to just like continuously battle if you get close to other creatures.
Right, yeah. And it'd be like a time limit issue kind of a deal, because it is once you fucking summon them, they're out there for a certain amount of time, and at least they end it with a super awesome attack that doesn't miss.
They could make a battle arena, like a Coliseum.
Yeah.
You should check out Final Fantasy X, since you have beaten this one.
Right.
I would recommend 10.
I own 8, and I have the original 7.
Okay.
And I've heard 9's really good.
Yes.
And I've heard 10's really good.
Yes.
Those are I've heard 7 all the way through 10 are awesome.
I like 7 more than the rest, but like in order, I would say 7, 9, 10, 8.
From everyone I've ever met, and a lot of like Lance's side of the family, like the cousins and stuff like that, who've talked about growing up with those games and stuff. Like Lance's favorite is 7, and then like some of his cousins are like, oh, 10 is my favorite, and another one's like, oh, 7's my favorite. There's another one who's, oddball is like, oh, 9.
Normally 7 or 10 is gonna be the most favorite out of a lot of people.
Right. Who's the main character for 10? Which one's that one?
Titus.
Titus. Okay, yeah. Is that the one with Kuja?
No, Kuja is a 9.
Kuja's 9. Okay.
The main on that one is Zidane, Z-I-D-A-N-E.
Okay,
Zidane,
yeah. Zidane or something. It's probably something weird. Yeah.
We're probably pronouncing it wrong, but we're making some people cringe right now that are watching.
Hey, I've never played it, so I don't know.
It doesn't say out loud the name, so I can't hear it.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why you didn't know.
There you go, Squaresoft.
That's why you didn't know.
Make it.
Mako.
Mako.
And I mean, 6, all the characters were just easy enough that it was like, yeah.
It wasn't very confusing.
It was like, oh, Kefka.
Yeah. Lock.
You didn't find out later it was Kefka.
Kefka. Squish, squash, squish, squish.
Or Terra. It's just Terra. And
That's
Shadow.
how you spell Terra.
And Cyan.
So yeah. Like Celeste might be the one.
Gal.
Super easy, right? Saving.
Yeah.
Unless it was mixed up in translation also.
Or is it Edgar or Edward?
Edgar.
Edgar, yeah. I was like, that's an easy one. That's a word known as every language.
But like, imagine Saban's name was lost in translation too, and it should have been an A, like Saban.
Right. Yeah, 6, every character really did have a pretty easy one.
Mm-hmm.
Was it, Mog, like...
Umaro?
Yeah, Umar, yeah.
Go-Go.
Yeah.
Realm,
the old guy.
Strago,
yeah. Yeah, literally everyone's name is easy.
super fucking easy.
And what the fuck is Shadow's dog's name?
Interceptor.
Yeah, like, yeah, that one's straight up like a jet engine name, like a fighter pilot, like some guy in the Air Force would name his jet.
That dog was quick.
Yeah. Like, yeah, 6 did a really good job with that. And earlier, whenever you're trying to make the thumbnail for the video, and all the fun we were having with the PNG and stuff.
It shouldn't be that hard to find a PNG of a logo of something that fucking popular.
But
we ended up using not a PNG, but a JPEG that just fucking.
Well, because we'd find some that say PNG and then it wouldn't be in PNG. It's it wouldn't act like a PNG anyway.
And we did find one PNG, but instead of like the border being there, like the white border that should be there, it was non-existent.
It was really, that one was really weird. But
and tried fucking putting a fucking white box behind it. That didn't work.
No, it didn't.
Mistake number 2.
No, it is way easier when just PNGs act like PNGs.
Yeah.
But it's just people probably, like I said earlier, typing in and putting .png, even
just
though
makes it a PNG if I put it in
the
the file
format
name.
you're gonna have to change to save it as, buddy.
If you can.
And it's gonna it's gonna default to JPEG.
And you can't do that with basic Microsoft bullshit.
Right.
I mean, I think the best way that I used to make PNGs was upload it through Photoshop and save it through Photoshop as a PNG, then upload it through Illustrator.
Tifa, right?
I just farted.
Really
That's normally how I would go through stuff. I would normally start in Photoshop.
Yeah.
Like but I haven't used Illustrator since the Illustrator class I took in college.
I learned how to use Illustrator, and I use it just.
But
for
I did make
thumbnails.
some fucking cool posters in Illustrator because vector-based
I
graphics.
made some pretty good artwork for my college classes and shit.
And I was like, there's no way I can do any of this. This is gonna fucking suck. I'm gonna get terrible grades. It's gonna look like shit. But I could actually make some good stuff using vector graphics. Not so much with raster.
Speaking of college and whatnot and money, this reminded me that apparently with this next stimulus bill that they're trying to pass is gonna have like more money coming our way.
Yeah.
And it's more tailored to the working class heroes.
Yeah.
Such as like myself and others, and you know, right?
Yeah.
Because like some of us pay child support, some of us pay insurance and
Yeah.
shit. So this money is supposed to be more
Hourly
and monthly.
Yeah, everyone who was eligible for the first one will be eligible again, but then the way they're changing money, the working class will get more. Like if you're an essential worker or a government worker, then you're still doing some kind of work.
Yeah.
You're gonna get. If you're out of a job, you're still gonna get money.
Which they know who's gonna be out of a job is people that've been on unemployment.
Yeah.
Taking out money.
Which I'm still technically doing mine, so because it's like contract stuff.
You were kind of doing that beforehand, though, weren't you?
Yeah, it's just slowed way down.
Yeah.
And this is the worst year for my contract stuff ever. Like I'm making way less money than I normally do.
Yeah, I was this close to putting up online like advertisements to doing paintings for miniatures for everybody else.
Just get some extra money and stuff. Yeah.
And then this happened. I was like, well, that's not.
Because normally some of my contract stuff is me making like flyers or like a fucking brochure for like vacation agencies and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
And like that's not happening right now. There's not a lot of that going on.
My Magic the Gathering store on TCG Player. Kibbs Corner, by the way. If you play Magic, buy cards off me.
Yeah.
It hasn't been.
You got a lot.
I haven't sold much in the last couple weeks or so.
Has Soren been selling any?
He just sold that one Yu-Gi-Oh card through me.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Now Hackler wants to sell a couple cards through me.
Yeah.
He said it'd be easier just to do your account instead of me make one. I was like, well, okay. I charge 2%. I don't charge much. I think it was 10% actually. I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah, it was 10% because I
Well,
got.
yeah, and I think in Soren's case they don't really have internet.
Soren's case was he has a hotspot.
Right.
But he has a pay-as-you-go phone.
Right.
And with through TCG Player, you have to have a contract phone.
Right.
Because pay-as-you-go or Straight Talk is a monthly bias. You may not have it all the time. Contract is an everyday kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this is the cards that you're selling to people, and you got to wait.
Yeah.
So they need something to get a hold of you on.
Right.
I wasn't too impressed with the long-range system with Barrett.
Right.
I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be more effective with like Yuffie or Vincent, who Yuffie throws shurikens and Vincent has like a shotgun kind of thing, you know?
I feel like Vincent's will be better since he has like pistols and shotguns.
He's
like
more
you
of an
said.
accuracy kind of thing. This guy's more like a spray and pray.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like it should be better with them, and I'm sure she'll.
Well, I do admit that big shot.
The overcharge thing works great.
Yeah, especially the big shot. I like the big shot a lot.
And
how you can charge it up like that.
I like, of course, as soon as someone was pressured, it'd be like, all right, here comes the focus shots and focus strike to get them boys staggered.
Yeah.
Because, but no, he gets a lot of good abilities later on from other weapons and stuff. He'll get some awesome ones. And there's some of the like ranged ones that you'll get some melee weapons for him. He can still do the ranged one like abilities.
Yeah.
With the melee weapons.
That's pretty cool, actually.
But he can use the melee ones with the shooting ones. But whenever he has the melee ones, his normal attacks, he's just gonna hit stuff.
So in the original Final Fantasy VII,
but you can do a focus shot with the melee, and it just shoots nothing out of nothing. It just appears and hits the thing.
Just boom, guts.
Yeah. It's really
so like I was trying to say, in the original Final Fantasy VII, there's a couple weapons you find for Barrett that are actually melee weapons only.
Right.
And there was one that was like a boxing glove on top of his Gatling gun. He just runs up and just like downward uppercuts it. It's awkward. It's like a thug punch.
Right. I liked Marlene a lot, and because I know he'd have a like a kid and stuff. So even though she's adopted,
I was gonna say I'm not sure how much of that story you know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I could tell she was not black. So
that doesn't always make the case.
No, it doesn't. But I just got the feeling of it that it was like not.
He's rough and gruff, and she's a sweetheart.
I was like, yeah, she was.
I can tell you for sure. Yeah, you're right with that.
I just had a feeling it was an adopted kid kind of situation. But
the story about it is pretty sad, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming I'll figure that out in part 2 or 3 whenever they finally get those out.
I'm gonna guess part 3.
Yeah. And
because the part 1 ends when they just get out of Midgard, then
one of my favorite chapters in the game, which you probably haven't got to yet, but there's ghosts obviously in the game.
Is the ghost train yard?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good one. Mainly because the trio is Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith.
Yeah.
The whole time, and there's a lot of funny like scenes and dialogue and stuff.
I'm looking forward to that
because it's obvious that like they're kind of fighting over him a little bit, like, oh, protect me, Cloud. Yeah, protect me, Cloud. And he's just like, fucking A.
No Cloud me.
And
no Cloud me.
And Cloud's reaction to it is like, fucking goddamn. Like, just, like, women. Yeah.
What am I getting paid for? Wait, I'm not even getting paid.
My favorite streamer, King Italian, I watched him play through all of it. I'd already beaten the game. I wanted to see his reactions to stuff and things like that. I didn't get to watch it live, but I watched, like, the recordings, the VODs of the live streams. So I wanted to see his reactions to things, and people in chat were arguing over Tifa and Aerith, and he's like, "This is a Tifa channel. All right. Yeah, he was agreeing with everyone talking about Tifa. He's like grown up. He's like, I wanted. He's like, yeah. He's like Cloud. He's like Cloud. In my mind, he always would get married and have lots of babies with Tifa. It was like,
I don't know, after the new update, man, I'd be like, you should go attack fucking Jessie.
Yeah.
She's the one going for
it. She's fucking thirsty.
She's a very thirsty girl.
Yeah.
She needs it the most, I think.
And the thing I heard a lot of stuff about Biggs is like, this motherfucker looks like Charlie Sheen.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
Kind of wonder if they actually got him. They should have got him for the voice.
Did you do the... Yeah, you did the motorcycle minigame where they introduced a new soldier. Where you had to drive the motorcycles. You should have done that because you found out the stuff about her dad and stuff. That was before that.
The weird guy, yeah. Okay, yeah.
And then there was that soldier who chased you on his bike. And I found out that he wasn't in the original Final Fantasy VII. That he's new to this remake. I was like, oh,
that's totally
they're
new.
adding new characters.
There was a motorcycle chase scene in the original Final Fantasy VII when you're leading out of Midgar. Then you had this big bad boss at the end of it, and then after that you're able to hop down this wire and then go across the fence and shit.
Gotcha. Yeah, I thought that it was cool that they added some new characters and stuff too. And people really liked this character too, just the way he was.
Pretty neat. I like the way he was. Yeah.
Especially in that fight, whenever you're done fighting him, and then they surround you. You know, and he's just like, no. He's like, we're gonna fight some other time, so I'll help you out for a second, and take out all these people as I leave, kind of a deal. It's like he's more of the anti-hero of Shinra.
Is that the Deadpool of Shinra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely just like the hot rod guy who's just like, I just like a good fight.
I just want to kick your ass, or you kick my ass.
I am excited to learn more about the Turks and stuff though, because it's like they have to work in a gray area. Like there's stuff that happens in the game where like Rude is very obviously
the MI6 and the CIA pour together.
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's moments in the game where Rude is just like, obviously he doesn't want to do the things that are going on, but he has to, kind of a deal.
Unfortunately, so we gotta do this.
Yep. And I mean, even Reno is like, he's like, I'm not sure about this one boss, but then as they're doing it, he's still having fun with it because he's an asshole.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyways.
Yeah. But yes, it was the Japanese voice actor for Reno that died.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The English voice actor still alive. But
and it wasn't COVID either. I think it was something
else. It was like a lung issue.
Or liver or something like that.
Which it seems to be a pretty common thing with voice actors. Too much yelling and screaming, I guess. I don't know.
Gorilla! Nani?
But I did like towards the end with the bomb setting.
Mm-hmm.
And the what Barrett would say depending on the time that you gave. Like that you set it to.
Yeah, I said it the shortest time, and he was like,
cocky. Yeah, that's what I put to. I played through it again to see what I did with the 30.
What did he say in that one?
He's just like, go on the safe route,
Playing it safe?
Yeah, playing it safe, yeah. And kind of rouses you for it, like, scared a little bit, huh?
So I realized the only reason I would want to get a 3D printer was to print out miniature of these characters. Not like the standard miniature size for D&D, but more like
a 6-inch figure,
or more like a 9-inch figure is what I'm thinking. Yeah. Make my own fucking action heroes.
And I was looking at characters and stuff, like just looking at characters in the game. It's just like, man, Barrett's a fucking huge dude compared to everyone else in the game.
He's a swole dude. He's a swole body.
And I looked up how tall all these characters are supposed to be in the original one.
They're pretty tall.
And
if I remember correctly, they're pretty tall.
Cloud's like 5'7".
Well, I think Sid or Vincent's the tallest one.
Vincent's the tallest by far, but Barrett and Sephiroth are the same height. They're 6'1". And I was like, every time you see Sephiroth, he's like way bigger than everybody else.
It's probably the angle. It's all in the angle, man.
Right. But it's like
you can go to the playground and lay in the sand.
Well, there's a moment.
Tilts it upright just fine, and it looks like you're in the ocean.
There's a moment in the remake where Barrett and Sephiroth are close enough that you see them on screen at the same time. That you look at the height, and it does look like Sephiroth is at least a little bit taller than Barrett. But Barrett's 6'1".
Posture.
Yeah.
On the posture.
It's gotta be. But I mean, just like the size of him, even.
So I'm slouching right now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But I was just like, oh my god, just Barrett's actual size compared to everyone else. I'm like, he's huge. That's like literally Tifa's like hip area is as thick as his fucking arm.
Yeah.
It's like his arm is as big as her fucking torso.
Yeah,
It's like, holy shit. It's like, you think that he wouldn't use a fucking gun? You think he'd be out here beating the shit out of people? Because you feel like it. I feel like that wall over there, he'd punch a fucking hole in it if you punched it. He'd fucking
found a shortcut.
And he's literally all muscle. Like that, none of that's fat. He's literally just like there's veins everywhere. He's like,
he's a swole boy.
I'm like, why the fuck are you using a Gatling? But he is one of the only characters to be strong enough to use that little bit of arm to lift it up and shoot.
He would have to be that heavy to
he'd have to be
pick up
strong.
that heavy gun, you know.
It's like he
liked
don't fuck around. But also
boss battle here.
Yeah,
I like this boss battle a lot.
The scorpion, like a scorpion robot thing, and like the tail laser. That thing will fuck you up.
It kind of did a little bit. I'm not sure if it was in this one or in the actual game.
But I liked, I liked fighting things with their weaknesses and stuff like, stuff like that.
So I'm still trying to decide if I want to do Octopath Traveler on the Switch on the next game I record.
Oh yeah, or Horizon.
Maybe Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, both of them would be good ones.
Because if I record a game and I play it, it forces me to play through it. And Horizon Zero Dawn and Octopath Traveler will both be brand new games for me to play.
Well, Octopath Traveler is like an 80-hour playthrough with each character.
With each character,
yeah.
So I didn't think about that. That's right. There's multiple characters in that one, so I should rethink that process.
I think it's like 80 hours for each character. It might not be 80, but it's a lot for each character. It might be like 40 or 50, maybe 60. Yeah. But
I'll play my private time, which is known as bathroom.
Yeah.
Taking a shit.
Yeah. But Octopath Traveler is really good. I really liked it. I still haven't played through with every character though. And I still have more Fire Emblem Three Houses to do, and all kind. I haven't played the new Pokemon DLC. There's a lot of PlayStation games I haven't played. Assassin's Creed, Origins, and Odyssey. I'm like, my backlog's getting big.
My son wants me to buy Pokemon Sword or Shield 1 that you for him.
Right.
You gotta play a preview of it at a friend's house today.
Huh.
Dad, I want that so bad. I bet you do.
It is probably the easiest Pokemon game.
Yeah. You played quite a few of them, haven't you?
I played Yellow and this one.
Oh.
Yeah. So no.
I already got that. It's right there.
Oh, Rise of the Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
Yep. I didn't, so I was like, yay! And then one of them was a fucking sports game.
It's like, okay, I'm so disappointed.
Don't give a fuck. Like, if I wanted to play basketball, I'd go outside and I'd grab a basketball.
Pretty good, but then I heard that you told me that you have to use your phone, your actual phone, to play part of the game.
It's weird how you play it and stuff. Yeah, there's weird things about it.
Sony, stop fucking around with this. Last month was great.
Normally August has some good ones, so.
Normally July has some good ones too, and it did.
So I'm hoping August has some great ones, because that's birth month for me. I want my birth month games to be awesome. I'm thinking I'm trying to think of like the games I don't have. I'm like, hey, Final Fantasy 10. That one wouldn't be a bad one. Dreams, that would be. Dreams is a game where you make video games.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's no.
I mean,
look, I'm fighting the Scorpion now.
It is really cool that you could, like, people.
We're looking at my PlayStation, by the way, looking at the new free games, but it's
people have made like Super Mario 64 in it.
Really?
Yeah. Skyrim. People made Skyrim in it. Anything that they make that's Nintendo's like, delete that or we will sue you. So Dreams deletes that person's world and says, sorry, we didn't want to get sued.
Due to bylaws and being sued and not wanting to pay a whole bunch of money, your video is taken down automatically.
Yeah. But that's just because Nintendo is, I don't know, they're weird about stuff like that. Yeah. I wouldn't mind one of the Resident Evil remakes for an August game. Have you looked up more of that Avengers game that Square Enix is making?
They're still working on it.
They finally showed some gameplay with Thor. It looks pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
See, all it is, they're still working on it. See, I almost die here.
Right.
I didn't do the greatest because I wasn't paying attention to my health. I'm just attacking because that was my tactic in the original. Because it's like you just keep fucking attacking and you get to go.
When I was watching King Italian play this, he didn't know that. He knew that Cloud had the fire spell, but he didn't know that Barrett had spells. Then he was like, oh, he's got Cure. And he's like, oh, this changes everything. Because he almost died, and then everyone's screaming at him in the chat, use Cure. And he's like, I don't have Cure. And they're like, Barrett has Cure. And he's like, oh. He's like, and he has Thunder. He's like, that's awesome. Like, yeah, he's already got some spells on him.
Trying to see if I can find some kind of advertisement for Marvel.
Right. Some more Sword Art Online games.
Yeah, I noticed there's a new one coming out. Yep.
I guess in this new version of Sword Art Online, Alicization or whatever, I guess Kirito's a fucking bitch in it. He's not the strongest and he sucks.
Ain't that a bastard?
It's like, well, that just is like the opposite of the other three.
Yeah.
Where he's just a badass and destroys everyone all the time.
See, I've seen Sword Art Online. I haven't watched.
That's the one where his healing is so high that they can't even damage him. He just regenerates so fast.
Yeah, and towards the end, oh yeah, definitely, he's a beast.
And then 2 is the one with the guns, and he looks like a chick, but he's not a chick. It's just a long-haired dude.
Yeah.
Character. Yeah.
Or no, I think he chooses the avatar as a chick, but he chooses that way because it's like an incognito trying to hide his actual identity.
Right. And
the name Kirito is kind of popular.
From the start, he's a badass.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the third one, they go back to like fantasy stuff, right? This one's also like fantasy stuff. It's the new character Alice, blonde-haired chick, and
I haven't watched it yet, so I'm not sure.
What the fuck is Kirito's lady's name? Asuna, and she's a badass in the 4th season. So it's the 2 chicks. They're the badasses in this one. Okay. But Kirito's like, have you seen the memes where it's the yellow dog sitting there like to the side, looking all just sitting there, and then the other dog, it looks like a huge muscle dog does memes. Yeah. So I saw one of Sword Art Online. It showed the 3 seasons and their names, and it was the big buff dog, and it was made the like Photoshop kind of look like Kirito's characters. Then the last one is like the little one, and it's Kirito for this new series. Just like I don't feel good.
No, that's funny.
It's like I don't know. I haven't watched any Sword Art Online.
The first season's pretty good. The first set stuff was pretty good. Sword Art Online 2, Fatal Bullet, all those shit, with the guns and whatnot was not bad.
Last Friday, the 2nd season of a show called Fire Force started. It's made by the guy that made Soul Eater.
Okay.
You ever watch that?
I've seen Soul Eater. I got the collection.
Well, it's the same. It's the same manga guy. Okay. Like that, he made Soul Eater, then he made Fire Force.
I haven't seen Fire Force.
I watched the 1st season, the 2nd season just started. It's really good. I really like it.
I still need to finish watching Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. And yeah, Super's really good. There's also a new one that started last Saturday called The Misfit at Demon Academy, where the Demon Lord like reincarnates 2,000 years later, and he goes to this demon school to basically be the next demon lord because people fight over it, kind of a deal.
Okay.
And their first thing is they have to fight someone to get into the academy. And the guy, he's so overpowered that he literally almost kills him with just his heart beating. He's just sending shockwaves out through his heart beating, and he's like, I'm wearing anti-demon armor, you can't kill me with your stupid demon magic. And he's like, okay, and he snaps his fingers and the guy's body just disintegrates, blood goes everywhere. Nice. Then he brings him back to life, and he's like, do you give up? And the guy's like, freaking out, sweating because he just died and he's brought back to life. And he's like, I'll never give up. And he's like, and just keeps doing it until he finally gives up. And it's like, so he's like overpowered. He remembers who he was, all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. So I was like, well, this will be a fun one. The super overpowered character who literally kills people with the snap of his fingers. It's like, hey, you're dead.
He Thanos snaps his bitches.
But no, I'm glad Fire Force is back. It was a really good show. What I wish is that Boruto didn't fucking suck. It's the it sucks. It's so bad. Naruto's the most like one of the more annoying characters on Naruto. But when he shows up in Boruto, I'm like, oh fucking thank God. And I'm just like, yes, it's Naruto. Thank you. Even Sakura, who is the most annoying character on Naruto, she shows up. I'm like, thank you, God. The best character on Naruto, most people would probably say Kakashi, but I mean, I agree, he's one of the best characters by far. My favorite is Shikamaru, because in the first one, when they're kids, during the tuning exams, when Orochimaru attacks, and he does that sleep spell to make the entire village go to sleep.
Oh yeah.
But it doesn't affect Shikamaru, but he still acts like he's asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And Kakashi's like, hey, Shikamaru's not asleep, so Naruto, Sakura, maybe you should have him come help you. And Sakura goes over there, he's like, you really not asleep, Shikamaru? He's like, no, what a drag. He was like, he's like, God damn it.
So boring.
He was just like, oh, everyone's getting knocked out by a jutsu. He's like, fucking awesome. Yeah, he's like, I don't want to do anything. Fuck that.
He totally does.
I love him. He's my favorite character by far. And Itachi's pretty awesome. Sasuke's older brother. He's an awesome character. That's Colton's favorite by far. He loves Itachi. Yeah. Jiraiya's awesome.
I like Jiraiya the most.
Jiraiya's fucking awesome. He's definitely, he's the pervert that every shonen anime has to have.
So I was like scrolling on Reddit one day.
Like he wrote those books that Kakashi's always like, oh, favorite.
And I saw a meme talk about Naruto and his sexy jutsu clone shadow.
Yeah.
It's like, did he or did he not have an orgy with himself?
Right, yeah. Or there's the one I see is like SpongeBob and Patrick sitting there at the Krusty Krab, and Krusty and Mr. Krabs like dive bombing the table.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows SpongeBob and Patrick, and this is a normal conversation, and it says me asking, do you think Naruto ever gangbanged Hinata with the Shadow Clones?
Nice.
And it's like, yeah. I mean, I have asked myself that before.
I think this battle's been going on for about 20 minutes now.
It's been a while. But,
he's a tough boy. There's no other way around it, really.
And if you're not hitting his generator with the lightning, it'll take a while.
It did take me a little while to figure that out, but I do remember starting doing that.
I got him down to like half health before. I was like, like it finally clicked the 80th time they said it. I was like, oh yeah.
Right.
Electronic lightning, bad.
So it makes things kind of obvious, but like if you're not paying attention,
yeah,
you're gonna. Take
that's why
the
assess material comes in handy. Like, oh no, I know its weakness. Yeah,
check it out.
Every time you use it, it's just like,
oh, new enemy. Check it out.
Just a nice little wave, and it's like, I know all your weaknesses.
I know how to fuck you up.
There's a few certain ones that you'll fight that it's like there's no weakness, and it's just like awesome. There's one that you'll fight where it has resistant to almost everything. And it's like, oh fuck, whenever you do that fight.
That'd be fun.
There's a lot of badass fights in it.
So you know how
I'm really excited because I want you to beat the game so I can talk to you about a lot of stuff. But one of the ones I'm most excited for is just Wall Market.
The Wall Market.
Some of that stuff, like Cloud and Address and
Cloud
all that
cross
stuff.
Dressing and everything.
But there's a part leading up to the dress that you have to do as Cloud to get Andrea Rodea's, letter of recommendation. Something you have to do.
So I remember the original. I know what he had to do in the original. I'm like, I wonder which one he means.
And then there's Sam.
Probably that fucking like weird ass hotel, busy bee hotel bullshit.
And the Honeybee Inn.
The Honeybee Inn, yeah.
Yeah, you might have to do a dance or something.
I figured, yeah.
There's a dance minigame, and it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, I laugh my ass off the entire time.
It's funny.
It is really good. I can't wait to hear about your reaction to it. But like the stuff Andrea does, I'm just like, oh my god, what a fag. Or the hand massage part, that part's fucking hilarious. Make sure you get the luxury.
It's funny.
Don't get the poor man's. Don't get the middle ones. Get the luxury. Hopefully you have 3,000 gil.
Duly noted. I'll make sure to keep 3K the whole time.
It is fucking awesome.
So it's kind of funny how she gets stuck in this one because the original she does too, but it's like you see it, she falls over so dramatically. Then
the thing that confused me is like, what, isn't he supposed to be a super soldier and he kind of like struggles to lift us up?
See, yeah, right, yeah, well.
And then later on, he like cuts through an entire fucking train with a sword. I'm like,
it's all in the sword, man. It's all in the sword. A lot of it's in the sword.
Like when it happened, I was like, but he couldn't lift a fucking block with some metal bars in it earlier.
Yeah. Maybe you should play the original Final Fantasy VII. That way you understand most of the story.
Oh, that's why I'm glad to like play this because this will be my
intro.
Like, but the story's changed and stuff too. Is the
right?
thing. They're changing a few things and they're adding to it. The main thing is they're adding.
So far, what I've seen though, they haven't really changed much. They just added stuff to it that made the change. So
right.
The change looks like it's been changed, but it's just been added to it. It's been expanded.
Luckily, so from what I've heard, most people are like they've added stuff and it actually made it better. Because a lot of people were worried it was going to make it worse.
Yeah, exactly.
But I was like, I mean, you can't put your faith in every Square Enix project, but
that's another reason why I'm kind of glad they haven't done
because apparently the remake of Secret of Mana fucking sucked.
I heard.
And that makes me sad because I guess Secret of Mana is awesome.
So maybe they shouldn't do a remake of 6.
Trials of Mana, I guess they did a little bit better on its remake, but people are like, but it's still not great. But everyone's like, what the like? It's like, obviously you have your best people on FF7 remake, and it better fucking stay that way.
I feel like there should be a meme with Bobby looking at the remake of Secret of Mana going, I don't know you, and then the original Secret of Mana going, that's my game.
Yeah. That's the one I need to play. I need to go back and play original Secret of Mana.
It was fun.
If I ever play it. Because I've heard it's great. I also want to play Chrono Trigger really bad.
Oh, Chrono Trigger is so beautiful. So beautiful.
The very bass heavy battle music of that game. And stuff I found out about Magus and stuff,
He's a playable character.
And it's like, why would he be in distress at one point in the game if he's the villain? Why would he sound like a hero in distress?
Right? Oh. Is he anti-hero?
He's trying to stop Lavos too. Lavos bad.
But at what cost? I do like how Chrono doesn't say a single fucking word.
Yeah.
He has no dialogue whatsoever. He's just like, sure.
He's that silent protagonist. Link is one of those almost truly silent protagonists, except for you have to answer people like questions and stuff.
But it's more like grunting.
But he doesn't say anything still. Like in Breath of the Wild, whenever you learn about sand seals, and that Gerudo lady's telling you about them, and the options are like, seal you later, you know, like making stupid seal puns and stuff, and I'm like, I so wish there was actually audio from Link, because I would love to hear Link say this shit.
That would be great.
Because it would be so funny. But just the options, they just crack me up. Like, let's seal the deal. That's one of them. Seal the deal? Seriously is one of them instead of seriously. Seriously.
Seriously, God. Totally.
And then, I mean, I can't believe how many games I've played recently that have cross-dressing in them. Because you have to cross-dress in Breath of the Wild to get in a Gerudo village.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing, man.
I mean, hey, to each their own, I guess, but...
That's all it is. It's each their own.
I mean, Cloud didn't want to do it.
One man's discomfort is another man's pleasure.
Yeah. Well, and Link is... And that's another thing. Link has Triforce courage. That takes some courage to dress like that.
Word. Word.
He ain't no fag. He's courageous.
He does got a nice booty. I'll admit that. He's got a nice booty.
There's like 2 weeks ago, my friends and I were all talking about turn-ons of like different body parts of a girl that are turn-ons that might not normally be the turn-on, like of course ass and tits, but you know, it's like, what's another one that gets you going that's not the normal one? I was like, well, for me it's a midriff, a nice midriff.
Okay, yeah.
So I had trouble playing Final Fantasy VII Remake and seeing teeth as midriff the entire game. I was like, fucking goddamn it.
Gap?
Yeah. I don't remember what they said, because they said some pretty weird ones. Well, for Colton, I think a nice pair of teeth is like just straight nice teeth. Because if he sees some just even minor teeth issues, he just like... That's a turn off for him. I don't know if good teeth are a turn on, but bad teeth are a turn off for him. I was like, I can see it. If they're really bad, it'll turn me off.
Yeah, 'cause my teeth are the greatest, but
I'm
like, Colton, be that way.
I'm like, for me, I mean, I'm too shallow for my looks. Is my thing. because like, she got to be a pretty girl, yeah, especially in the face. If she's not pretty in the face, then no thanks.
I just want to. My wife is great as she is. She's willing to give me head and let me have sex with her on occasion. And that in life, sir, is a good quality.
Yeah,
she's a very beautiful woman. She really is.
There's my friends will always talk about like other friends of mine's taste. Like, I can't believe he finds that girl pretty. And then at the same time, I'm just like, well, we could say the same for you. Sure.
Some people are like, I don't see how.
I don't say that, but with Talon is playing with us, and like Colton says that about one of my friends' girlfriends, or someone says that about Colton's or something like that. Yeah. He'll just be like, what the fuck? You know, Talon's like, what do you mean? He's like, he'll straight up tell him what he thinks is wrong with their girlfriend. Like,
nice. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like, what are you talking about? It's like, your girlfriend has a butt chin. Like,
a butt chin?
Yeah.
You ever seen a thing called thigh dimples?
Yes.
Strippers have it a lot.
Yeah.
They use that muscle a lot.
Right.
It's actually pretty sexy.
You know, they could crush your fucking skull inside of that. Awesome.
That's great.
I mean, awesome. Great. It'd be a great way to go.
Death by snooze but like, you know, those thigh dimples are like the fucking perfect place to put the thumbs at and shit.
I also like nice hair. Nice hair is always good. I like pretty hair. For whatever reason. Just if their hair looks good, and it's like...
They can't be known that
it just makes them look even prettier, you know. It highlights good things, good qualities about them for whatever reason. I guess that's why I need to style my beard and my hair. Another reason I'm trying to slim down, because I used to have like a really good jawline and chin. Everything looked really good when I was like a junior and senior in high school.
I have a dad bod and I used to have abs.
I'm not going for abs. I mean, if I can get it close to flat or even flat, that's cool. I don't even want it even flat. Just closer to flat. It can be a little bit of a belly. That's fine. I don't care.
The quickest way to just suck it in.
Yeah.
Dad 101.
I still do that to this day. It's literally like a subconscious thing. I'll catch myself.
She falls again there, like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like, no, you just want me to get on top.
It's like you just want me to.
You're thirsty.
You just want me to stick my tongue down your throat. And then I was like, how could he not lift that? And then he does this. He does these jumps. And
these super fucking jumps, right?
I'm like.
He must have got Samus's like gravity boots or some shit.
Right. Did you see the post about Last of Us 2 where someone was like, congratulations to Ellie for being the first female protagonist in a video game, and the reaction to it, like the bottom picture, was Samus Aran in her armor staring at a computer, and then this second part of the picture like turning and just staring towards the viewer like,
my fucking joke.
And I was like, she is legit the first female one, and I googled it to make sure she's the very first.
Yeah,
female
Samus was the very first one.
I was like, she is. And I'm like, and then I was like, at least I think she is. So I googled it to make sure. I was like, yeah, there we go.
For sure, man.
And she's fucking hot. That's my ideal woman right there, Samus Aran.
There you go.
Tall, beautiful, perfect body.
Athletic.
Could fucking kill an entire planet of people for me.
So I like how it skips ahead for a couple scenes here and there.
Right.
Because that's, later than just
right.
after flowers.
And wearing the flower.
So, yeah, here's some preview clips. This is straight up somebody else playing right now.
Yeah. A hell of a chopper.
Overall, the demo was great. The demo, I was already sold on buying this game when it came out.
Right.
But me playing the demo, I just could not wait for the game to come out. But I digress.
It's
play
really
the
good.
game.
It's a really good game, yeah.
Because this guy here.
And then this is every time he pops up, I'm like,
this guy.
I'm like, oh my god, it's Seffy Poo.
It's like, oh, my head hurts. My head hurts, guys. My head hurts. I gotta
go.
Yeah.
Screen
gotta
goes
lay down.
Yeah.
Goodbye.